Last week at the Connacht Ulster Roadshow, Michelin-starred mentor JP McMahon didn't hold back.
With two of them in particular, I think there's just too much work to do.
But chose two dishes he hopes will go on to grace over 140 Lidl supermarkets nationwide.
I'm so looking forward to the next bit of crazy.
Well, I'm going to win it. Simple.
We're here in Dún Laoghaire for the Dublin Roadshow. Today we have 5 entrants, all thinking they have the winning dish. Only 2 will make it through to the next round of this competition, but ultimately only 1 will have the taste of success. The Taste of Success Roadshow is here at Dún Laoghaire's Farmers Market in the People's Park. Our 5 contestants this week have to impress food entrepreneur and author Dominic Kemp.
Dominic Kemp is one of Ireland's leading chefs, food innovators and entrepreneurs. Dominic has reached the final in the first 2 series of The Taste of Success, but she has yet to win the competition.
Dominic, what are you looking forward to today?
Well, first impressions count. The interesting thing is that some of the dishes this year, they're a little bit fancier, they're a bit more aspirational, and I like that. I think it's an important quality to have.
You hit the crossbar last year, to say the least. Yes, you hit the crossbar. You thought, I remember speaking to you, you thought you probably had it won at one stage as well. Are you going to win it this year?
I better win it. Yeah, I'm feeling confident, I think, with regards to the range and the sort of what looks on paper. But look, it's all going to come down to how they taste and who the contestants are. I mean, that's so important.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to the Dublin Heat for this year's Taste of Success. What's going to happen next is Dominic and I will go around, we will chat to all of you individually and we will taste your food. And at the end of proceedings this evening, 2 will take a step closer to winning a grand prize worth €100,000 and their product in every Lidl supermarket across the country. And sadly, 3 will be going home. The best of luck, Dominic.
Congratulations to you all for getting so far. I can't wait to taste your dishes. Everything looks superb and want to wish you the very best of luck.
Okay guys, off to your stations.
So who is our first Dublin hopeful?
My name is Anne McNamee and I live in Balrothery, which I love. And my product is a wholemeal soda bread. I do get sometimes small buses pulling up outside the house to take photographs of the house, because it is a pretty house. And I smile sweetly and let them take photographs and sometimes stick out my tongue. I've always loved cooking, and when I had my own business, if I came back from a stressful day, I'd quite often come and bake something and bring it into work the next day.
Anne's unique taste and flair extended beyond her own kitchen, as she ran a very successful retail business for 25 years.
Kitchen Compliments started I opened it in 1989. We had people coming from all over the country and all over the world. I have to say, the staff were absolutely fantastic. I'm getting upset now, sorry. The combination of things all happening together, right, caused us, for me to have to pull the plug. The most awful thing was letting go. All those people who most of them worked for me for over 10 years. So when that finished, I kind of thought, well, what am I going to do with myself? The idea of teaching, so that's what I like to do. I will go to people's houses and I stand in their kitchen and I cook. And I quote, my fee is for 2 hours, but I've never left before midnight because I talk too much. Well, I hope that they will love it, because I do. I'd be really chuffed, and I'd probably cry.
Hello Anne, how are you?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Very welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
So tell us, what have you got for us today?
I have some wholemeal soda bread, buttered.
Buttered.
When I bought soda bread or wholemeal bread, I actually found it quite heavy.
So this is a sort of light soda bread, is
Yes,
it? Okay.
yeah.
What do you think, Dominic?
I think it's very tasty. I think it could improve appearance-wise because it certainly tastes better than it looks right now.
Because I like a really, really hard crust.
It is
that
normally.
you bite into
It is normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the bread market is tough. It's
Yeah.
saturated. It's it's tricky to break into.
Whether or not I go ahead to a further stage in the Taste of Success, I will actually take on board what they've said, and I will change the loaf anyway.
My name is William Murray.
My name is James Kavanagh.
And we run a food catering business called Curbini.
I worked in PR for about 5 years, and recently I was able to leave my job because I kind of became well known on Snapchat, so I'm doing a lot of work on the back of that kind of thing.
So I'm a fine artist, and I'm currently doing my master's in NCAD. It's a master's in fine art sculpture. Curbini is the name of the village where I grew up in Cork. You know, I grew up by the sea, and people were always fishing in front of my house, and my mother was always growing things in our back garden. Definitely instilled in me a love of Irish food, homegrown things, seasonality. There was a huge community of food, and people, would open their houses to you. I've had dinner in all of my neighbours' houses at this stage. That's what I love about food. It becomes a community, and you grow a community around you.
How you doing, guys?
Hello.
Good to see you.
How are you doing?
Hello,
Hi,
nice
how are
to
you
meet you.
doing?
How are you? What have we got here?
So we have a white chocolate and pecan banana loaf.
Give us a look.
Should we reveal?
And there we go.
It does look gorgeous.
Now we think it's fine without butter, but I know some people really like butter with their banana bread.
Yeah, work away.
That is delicious. This is almost more like a banana cake
Yeah.
than a bread. The texture's gorgeous. I mean, it is moist. It's delicious. The white chocolate, it will always tend to sink to the bottom.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the white chocolate if it was all over the cake.
Yeah.
Because if I saw this at home, I'd just eat the part of the white
You
chocolate.
see, yeah. Well, we both went for it,
Yes,
and
we
I was
did.
I was polite. Really interesting. I mean, when you read it on paper, it might sound a little dull. Again, a
Yeah.
saturated market, a lot of banana breads, a lot of gingerbreads, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
What's
mean,
going to make this different?
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah, great job. Beautiful presentation.
Thank you.
Really, really nice.
It's down to you.
Yeah.
Down to you.
Isn't it always?
That's it, yeah.
I'm still quite confident that our product is unique and genuinely, going to win.
To be honest, I'm just relieved, and there's nothing more we can do, so it's up to the gods.
Yeah.
It's a welcome home for our next contestant, who has travelled a little further than most to compete.
My name is Barbara Spain. I grew up in Malahide in County Dublin. My dish is a lobster mac and cheese. I knew that cooking was what made me happy, and I decided I wanted to open my own restaurant. Well, I started looking outside of Ireland. I took a huge risk, and I moved the 3 girls and the dog, which was a deal breaker, to Canada. The restaurant is doing fantastic. I'm just really proud of what I've done and what I've accomplished.
Barbara's achievements are all the more remarkable as she left Ireland under tragic circumstances.
My husband was diagnosed with cancer. He had a huge operation, but the cancer at that point had caught up with him, and he died shortly afterwards. The most painful thing that I ever had to do was tell 3 girls that their father had died. I'm sorry. They were just so young, so. I'm really excited to be going back to Ireland or home. I haven't been for so long now. I'm really looking forward to seeing all my friends and my family. But of course, the nerves are there as well because of this competition. Winning, I would hope that maybe it would open some doors in Ireland for me again, as I'm still missing Ireland and kind of yearn for it sometimes. I'm feeling pretty tired. Got in from Canada yesterday, so I haven't been sleeping, and so a lot of jet lag going on.
Hi, Barbara, how are you? Good to see you. Are you well?
Yes.
Hi, and Dominic. Lovely to meet you.
All the way from Canada.
Yes, Calgary.
Barbara, what is your dish?
I have got a lobster mac and cheese for you today.
Ta-da! Wow. And what cheeses have you used?
I've used Gruyere, I've used a Parmesan and a cheddar.
Wow. Okay. And don't burn your mouth.
And I like those stringy bits. Oh, and it's nice and warm. You get the lobster.
I got the lobster.
That is mighty tasty. It's rich, it's delicious, it's moist. That's a great dish.
It would be lovely with a glass of wine.
Or two.
Or two. But I'm not too sure if it would be as big here as it is in North America.
I know what you mean. Look, it's a great starting point. It's a lovely dish. It's luxurious. Ticks a lot of boxes, but it could be a little OTT, and that's what we got to think about. Thanks so much.
I always watch people when they're eating to see if that reaction when they take their first bite. So I was watching them for that, and I saw good results there.
Coming up in part 2, the people of Dunleary get stuck in.
Is it nice?
And Dominic chooses her 2 favourite dishes.
The tasting has definitely thrown up a couple of curveballs.
We are here at the Farmers Market in the People's Park for this week's Taste of Success. So far, Dominic Kemp has tasted and met 3 of the top 5 Dublin entries in this year's competition.
Next up are 2 enterprising sisters.
My name is Sinead Boyne. I'm from Portmarnock, County Dublin. I have 3 little boys called Andrew, Max and Will. I'm a Human Resources Manager in South County Dublin.
I'm Alva O'Toole. I'm Sinead's younger sister, and I'm also auntie to Andrew, Max and Will. And our product is freshly frozen fruit and vegetable purees for babies.
But yeah, we're very close. We do a lot of things together. We even holiday together.
And recently, I used to be really into running, but Sinead got into it in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And now she's overtaken me, which is really embarrassing, but she's come on really, really well.
My eldest son Andrew, when he was born quite early. So he was born at 29 weeks. So he was in hospital obviously for a little while, and when he came home we were obviously told to feed him very healthily and try and stay away from artificial ingredients and preservatives and all the kind of bad stuff you see in baby foods. But it was like a little industry. My husband would come home at night and the whole kitchen would be laid out in baby pots all over the counters. We had freezer full of frozen fruit and frozen vegetable purees.
Initially, it was all gung-ho with Andrew and making everything, but then she had Max, and it became a little bit more difficult to go back to work. And then poor Will came along. I won't say he didn't get a look in, because he did, but I saw how stressful it was when both parents, both Carl and Sinead, were working at the time.
I always thought in the back of my mind it would be a great idea to actually do the frozen baby cubes, giving the mum back control about what you actually want to feed your baby.
It's all becoming real now, but I'm really excited. We both have butterflies. Yeah.
Good to see you. How are you doing? Good to see you, Sinead. How are you?
How are you? How's it going?
Baby Bia, tell us all.
Well, Baby Bia is our idea for frozen baby food. So the idea is that we give you 1 week's supply of baby food, and we do 5 fruit and 5 veg, and they're frozen into ice cubes. And it's up to you as the parent how you combine them.
I know with a lot of baby foods you would have concerns from parents that you'd have a lot of salt and sugar in there.
Yeah, nothing like that in ours.
Do we need bibs for this? No?
We should have brought some.
Come on. There's an opportunity there. Whoa.
Wow. So we have 5 fruits and 5 different vegetables, so you can taste them individually, or we'd recommend you try and mix 2 together and see what you think.
A bit of squash.
There.
Squash here, okay. And what are we going to mix this with?
We're going to mix with the petty corn.
That's a great colour, isn't it?
It's a lovely colour. Carry the All Ireland in September as well, they're all green and gold.
If you want, you could add a little bit of pear to make it a little bit sweeter.
Mock up your ingredients. There we go. Okay. It's not bad at all. The innovation here, it's really clever, it's simple. I love the control that you're giving parents.
But there are lots of this type of stuff out there. That's the only one of the
But this is different, this is different. I haven't seen frozen baby food.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dahi.
I think
They went well. I was surprised. They seemed to be really interested.
Yeah.
They really liked the product, and they told us that they thought it was innovative.
My name is Jenny O'Neill. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Colester, North County Dublin, and my product is vegan sausages, healthy sausages.
Jenny is a devout vegan and fully qualified chef and is passionate about promoting a vegan lifestyle.
Like since I started there last year, business has, I'd say, about tripled, so it's grown in popularity. So I live at home with my mum Helen, my dad Sean and my little brother Paul. My dad, he's an acupuncturist and he also teaches Tai Chi. Now that I've passed my terrible teens, I've realised how great my parents are and it's nice to actually do things with them. Go out in the garden and be mindful with my mother. They sound like very hippy-dippy parents. They're really very normal. Yeah, it's cool. I enjoy living at home. I get to do all the cooking because that's my way of kind of contributing because I really feel that people should eat healthily. So my way of getting people to eat healthy is I just say, I'll make the dinner. And then they'll sit down and eat the healthy meal. There might be a few funny looks from Dad and Butter, but they get on with it. Oh, people's minds are already made up. See, that's the thing about the minute you mention the word vegan, I understand how people feel about these sort of things. I just really encouraging people to try them.
Hi Jenny, how are you?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
What have you today for us?
So I have cilantro sausages. They're a healthy sausage, plant-based, so there's no animal products in the sausage. That means that they're cruelty-free, they're cholesterol-free, and they're made with no oil, so no saturated fat.
Are they taste-free then?
They are full of flavour.
I know, we can't wait to try them.
I'm looking forward to this now. Look at this.
Fantastic. I'm going to dig in.
Okay. They smell really good. They smell really, really good.
There's lots of umami flavours. I tried to get in there with the...
There's lots of nom-nom flavours.
Yes.
It's actually a lot nicer than I imagined it to be.
Good,
you know?
good. That's what I want to do.
Because sometimes vegan sausages, you know, sausages are delicious, you know, and you're trying to make a bunch of pulses and vegetables, you know, something else. But I think you've done a really good job coming close.
How would you convince a fella who eats bacon and cabbage 5 days a week to try a vegan sausage?
So the thing is, you just don't tell him. And you put it on the plate, and he eats it and then you see he's enjoying it. And then afterwards you say, did you know that there was no meat in that?
Yeah, delicious. I'd definitely be tweaking the seasoning, but it's a really good starting point.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm really happy with how it went. I got really positive feedback, which I'm happy and pleasantly surprised with. Just fingers crossed now, looking forward to hearing what happens from the public. Yeah.
So now the contestants make final preparations for the part of the day many of them dread the most, the public tasting.
Ladies and gentlemen of Dún Laoghaire, you're very welcome to the Taste of Success. You've been with us all day and it's about time you've had your say. It's very simple. If you like what you eat inside here, you put a green ball into the basket. If you dislike it, you put a red one. So please come in and enjoy yourselves.
Cold white wine.
Is it nice?
Pecan and
the white chocolate. Yeah, it was really, really nice. Yeah, it was
The lobster, yeah,
was
was
really,
mine
really
now.
good.
And that.
I'm with you and the lobster.
I know.
There we go. Generally, when you taste vegan sausages, there's no substance in them and they've no flavour, but I really thought they were absolutely beautiful.
She really liked it.
And what did she have? Some fruit?
She had some of the strawberry. It's fantastic. Really, really good. There's nothing like that out there.
The sausage is a bit different, so it's nice to try something different.
The brown bread was a bit salty and peppery.
The sausage, because it had no meat and it was just very healthy. It's like so good.
The baby food was too light. It wasn't thick enough.
The bread was really nice with the butter.
Banana and walnut bread. Loved it. So nice.
And what was your least favourite?
The lobster mac and cheese.
You didn't like that?
Yeah, no, I'm not a big lobster fan.
What about you, Sarah? What was your favourite?
I really liked the vegan sausage.
I think I got a really good response from the public today. I had a couple of kids who kept coming back for more. It's hard to say. Who knows? Who knows?
The market that we were catering to, which is the baby food, really liked it, but
it's not suitable for everybody.
So it didn't appeal to everybody, but for the people that we were trying to appeal to, I think it was a winner. Yeah.
People were just mostly telling us how much they loved it. I mean, there was the best banana they've ever tasted thrown around, you know, so yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of, where can we buy this or whatever? It's like, well, little if we win, so...
People were really surprised that it was a vegan sausage, which was great, and they enjoyed it. So just fingers crossed now.
I had a lot of positive comments about my bread, which is lovely to hear. And then two ladies told me they loved my bread and then put a Red Bull in. You can't win.
So Dominic, you started with 5, you can only take 2 with you. Have you got them picked?
Definitely, but the interesting thing is they're actually different to who I thought I was going to pick today. The tasting has definitely thrown up a couple of curveballs. It's a really strong field, but I'm picking 2. They're strategic and they're strong, and I think we've got a winner there.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience. I know it has been a very long day, a very rewarding one for us, and a very tough one for Dominic. We are at the business end of the show where 3 dishes are going home and out of this competition, and 2 are taking that huge step towards a grand prize worth €100,000 and getting your product into over 140 Lidl supermarkets all around the country. Good night, Relive. The best of luck. Dominic.
I think this year has been incredibly strong. The entries are at an exceptionally high standard. The first dish I'm going to put through has been strong from the start. The application was strong, and having tasted the product, it really lived up to its expectations. The first product that's going through, James and William. Your banana bread's going through.
Right, Dominic, 1 down, 1 to go. Who's it going to be?
The next product I'm going to put through has been a bit of a curveball. I didn't expect it to be as good as it actually was. I think it's really interesting, and I think it has a lot of potential. The next product I'm going to put through, Baby Beer.
My heart was racing,
beating,
and it was just really hard to concentrate. I was trying to just listen for the words to see what she was going to say.
Please let it be us, but the other competitors were so good.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. Well done.
Oh, devastated that I didn't get through. It's very emotional, up and down, meeting my family again. I'll be back again.
I think it's going to be something that is a little bit aspirational, a bit luxurious, special occasion. Is that going to be enough to make it a commercial prospect? I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit disappointed, but I'm going to continue on and, keep going, making vegan products, and, it's kind of encouraged me now. Like, I've got good feedback.
It's a fantastic product in the one sense, it's tasty, it's nice. I just don't see the commercial aspect of this.
Of course I'm disappointed, but I think the 2 products that have gone through are good products. Yeah.
It's very nice, don't get me wrong, and I'd love to have it for my breakfast, but I'd just be a bit concerned it's going to be lost in the sea of similar products.
Oh my god. So excited. I literally still can't believe it.
That lineup, I wanted to spew vomit. He was freaking out.
He was freaking out. Because when you tense up so much and then you hear your name, you're like, ah,
and then we get real stiff hugs to each other.
So that's it from our Dublin Roadshow. As you saw, Dominic had a really tough job to do there, but do you agree with her choices? Let us know on Facebook and on Twitter. We're back next week when our 4 mentors had to turn 2 into 1 as they select their regional champion. I think it's the exact same thing I tasted at the Roadshow.
Exactly.
This genuinely has been an incredibly hard decision.
My regional champion is...
We're celebrating Science Week with a whole raft of offerings on RTE platforms. Drive Time on Radio 1 at 4:30 will feature science reports daily. And for more Science Week information on TV, on radio, on player and online, see rte.ie/Science Week. Next, it's over to the RTE Newsroom.